State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has promised to promote the rich cultural heritage of the state as a means to enhance her development. Governor Abiodun stated this during the 22nd edition of Odun Omo Olowo Festival held at Oba Adeleye Park, Abeokuta. The event witnessed the presence of eminent sons and daughters of Owu Kingdom, including the former president of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, among others. Governor's Office correspondent Yusuf Ganiu reports.
Odun Omo Olowo is a traditional age-long festival synonymous with the people of Owu, Abeokuta, basically to promote the rich cultural heritage of the ancient community. Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun joined sons and daughters of this community who have come from far and near, including former President of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, to celebrate this cultural event. Governor Abiodun said this annual celebration is important to all indigenous of Owu Kingdom to project and chart a common goal for the development of their domain.
Odun Omo is an attestation to the economic, historical, and spiritual existence of the Owu people. This annual event has helped immensely in projecting the rich cultural values and norms of the Owu people, and by extension of the state as a whole. It is a festival that helps to remind Owu people of their origin, as an essential component for stimulating communal understanding, love and unity, and for augmenting steady progress, peace, and development of the larger community.
He also stressed that the Odun Omo Olowo theme, posterity, is in line with his administration Ishaya mantra to create qualitative governance for the socio-economic development of the state.
Now we shall really uphold all the tenets of good government and be accountable, transparent, responsive, consensus-oriented, participatory, inclusive, just, fair, and equitable. Government is a continuum. We will endeavor to complete all intelligent projects in order of economic priority and importance.
While praying for the progress of Owu, Balogun of Owu Kingdom, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, also called for unity among all indigenes of Owu. High point of the event was the breaking of yam by Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, which is a very significant tradition for Owu Kingdom to carry out before eating the agricultural produce. Yusuf Ganiyu, Ogtv News.
Women play important role in the development of a society. Therefore, they must be well celebrated and given roles to play. Former President of Nigeria and the Balogun of Owu, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, said this at the installation of Nana Fatima Tumininu Martins as the Yeye Oge of Owu at the Oluwu's Palace, Abeokuta. Matthew Shomi completes the report.
Having stood beside her husband all along as the Jagumolu of Owu, Nana Fatimat Tumininu Martins was deemed fit to be given the title of Yeye Oge of Owu. After the performance of all necessary rites, she was installed the Yeye Oge of Owu. Former President of Nigeria and the Balogun of Owu, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, said as home builders, no society could do without the contributions of women, as he described the new Yeye Oge as a woman of great virtues, exuding beauty and elegance. Guests, among whom were from the Island Club of Lagos, celebrated with the husband of the new Yeye Oge, also the vice chairman of the club, while members of the Zenith Club of Lagos as well were then treated to a colorful reception at the DLK Event Center in Leme, Abeokuta. The congratulated the new Yeye and expressed belief in her ability to carry out the responsibility of the new chieftaincy.
We've been in Boston for over 20 years. She has been a good wife to my Jagumolu of Owu and Akogun of Bagura Kingdom. She's highly appreciated by all of us.
Yoge is somebody who shared the opinion of the husband. So I believe that whether she likes it or not, she just has to be part of that community.
The new Yoge and her husband, Jagumolu Otimi Martins, described the new title as a call to service and promised to serve the people and Owu land diligently.
For us to, be truly thankful and to count our blessings and be grateful, and for the Lord Almighty to help us in all of the visions of Baba.
It's a very great thing that has been done to my family by the Kongo-Ere Oba Adegboyega Dosunmu Amororo II. In conferring my wife with
the new Yogi then took to the dance floor as he was joined by the guests Matthew Showi, Ogtv News.
The wife of Ogun State Governor, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, has pledged her full support in the execution of all worthy self-help community projects that promote the development and well-being of Ileshan indigenes. Mrs. Abiodun made the pledge during the 44th anniversary of Ishambi Day. Our reporter Adebola Oshomoji reports.
Ishambi Day is an annual event that has been widely celebrated in the past 44 years by sons and daughters both home and abroad for the development of the ancient town of Ileshan area of Ogun State. This year's celebration tagged Let's Build Together was attended by the wife of the state governor, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, in company of spouses of Government Functionaries Association, SOXFA, other government officials and dignitaries. As a daughter of the soil, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun promised to complement the efforts of indigenes towards the developmental growth of the town.
Today's celebration reminds us that we come from a long tradition of appreciating our culture and our heritage. Not only that, it's how we pass on the right values to our children. Values of service to community, respect for our elders, and unity are all important to the survival of our people.
She therefore called on critical stakeholders to work hand in hand with the state government in taking Ileshan to an enviable height.
One of my life's passions is developing our community and supporting our women. It is what I do every day in my office as First Lady and also at Joshua Foundation, where our programs are tied specifically to sustainable development. We have commenced several projects across the state that empower women and girls, promote health and well-being, and support health care. We continue to seek local and international partners who can help in bringing our big dreams to pass. We have really big dreams.
At the event, key players of the town highlighted their previous achievements and also appreciated the present administration in Ogun State for its contributions towards the development of Ileshan town. Adebola Oshomoji, Ogtv News.
Area Community Development Committees serve as an umbrella for various community development associations which are created to ameliorate poverty as well as create wealth. Joining this group is Oluwase Area Community Development Committee, which was presented certificate of registration by the State Commissioner for Community Development and Cooperatives, Honorable Ganiu Hamzat, at Imodi Jasi Jebu Town Hall, Udugulu, local government area of the state. Margaret Okunlola reports.
The need for the creation of more cooperative societies, which will serve as an umbrella for various community development associations, is of great importance for boosting socio-economic and community-related issues. Trooping out in their numbers to receive the State Commissioner for Community Development and Cooperatives, Honorable Ganiu Hamzat, were the residents of Imodi Jasi Ijebu, located in Odogboli local government area of the state, as well as members of the United 40 Community Development Associations, for the official inauguration and presentation of certificate of registration to Oluwase Area Community Development Committee.
Certificate of registration to Oluwase
Honorable Ganiu Amzat said the motive behind the inauguration of the new Area Community Development Committee is part of the plans of the current administration in boosting the socio-economic welfare of the people, especially in their various small groups.
The purpose of having CDA is to make sure that we have development in our various community. And the more of those CDAs that we have, the more developmental projects all these people will be able to have. What we are trying to do is to make sure we let our people in all the various communities to try as much as possible to create more CDA.
The State Director of Community Development, Mr. Olayemi Oriola, also called on the members of the newly formed Area Community Development Committee to join hands with the state government by building a strong, formidable association.
The governor of this state, let us continue to support him. Prince Dr. He's going to do more for our people here.
Considering various benefits derivable from the initiative, dignitaries present as well as leaders in Imodi Jasi Jebu applauded the state government.
When we have our CDC, area CDC in Imodi Jasi today, I know more development will be coming. My advice to them is to work hard and to work openly. I'm very happy that we have already started our own area CDC as Oluwase Imodi Jasi. Our plan is that we are going to develop our town.
The newly created Area Community Development Committee, which is Oluwase Area Community Development Committee, serves as an umbrella for 40 different community development associations. Margaret Okunlola, Ogtv News.
That Ogun State is an industrial destination of choice is no longer news. What is now paramount to observers is how the state is coping with the high expectations on existing infrastructure, particularly roads which are under pressure. In this special report, Fowora Adesonwu looks at the influx of Lagosians into Ogun State, its impact on Lagos-Ota-Abeokuta Expressway, and the way out.
Ogun State is coming like Lagos. It's coming here. Too many people. Well, too many people are coming here. You know. So sooner or later, it's going to be like Lagos. It's going. In fact, sooner than later, it's going to be like Lagos. So if you go to Songo now, you see the crowd at Songo. Go to Tollgate, the crowd there. You won't believe you are in Ogun State. You think you're already in Lagos, Songo and Tollgate. All those industrial, because most of them have all those trailers, all those that they are spoiling our roads.
Ogun State is no longer a backwater as a number of business interests keep growing geometrically along Abeokuta Lagos Expressway. From Obadaoko, Itori, Ewekoro, Ifo, Oniale to Abule Egba, there is hardly a space left unoccupied, as brick businesses have also grown in large number. Haulage too is on the increase, while the movement of people to and fro Lagos is now a 24-hour routine. All these have translated into too much pressure on the existing infrastructure on the axis. Many portions of the expressway are calling for urgent attention. For instance, there is a diversion at CAC Aguadura City on the way to Itori from Abeokuta due to failed portion of the bridge.
This is the Itori end of Lagos-Abeokuta Express Road. From what we have seen, there's a huge diversion of vehicle coming from Abeokuta to the other lane to Lagos, and we can see here that 3 plates placed at the edge of the bridge. One has refilled, and deep inside the hole it is lying there.
Isaac Olalekan, who lives in Papalanto, agrees that Ogun State is a peaceful state, as a result of which a number of people want to live and set up their businesses in the state.
I've been instrumental to my friends coming here because they are basing their judgment on my experience. You understand? One thing I know for sure here in Papa is that life is very easy here, very, very easy. There's no rushing anywhere. You take your time, go out and...
Despite all this, Ogun State government is on top of the situation with a number of palliatives notice at every stretch of the road.
We are praying that God will help the government, extend it to toll gates. If the thing is up to toll gate, I think all these stresses will be fair.
Àwọn trailer tí ó ń kọjá níbí, àwọn trailer yẹn number one, train tí àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì wa tí wọ́n bá wa ṣe síbi tí ẹ̀kan jẹ́ pé láti lè máa fi kó ẹrù. Lẹ́yìn yẹn dẹ̀ tún rèé, àwọn ọmọ tó ń wa trailer yẹn, ọmọ kéékèèké ni wọ́n. Ó yẹ kó máa test àwọn ọmọ yẹn because igbó ń mu wọn, oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tó ń mu ó ti pọ̀ jù. So tó bá ti wà nínú trailer yẹn, in fact, àrà tó bá ń wọ̀n bí a lọ máa mọ̀ bí àwọn gan ti ń wa mọ́tò yẹn. So òun nìkan ṣẹlẹ̀ àti pé ọ̀nà wa yìí náà kọ́ lọ́n bá wa gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì wa sọ̀rọ̀ kọ́ ètì bá wa ṣe torí ọ̀nà yìí náà òun náà ń fa títẹ̀.
Olalekan and other respondents commend the Ogun State government on the palliative measures on the road. They call for more synergy among stakeholders, including the Federal Ministry of Works in charge of the highway.
Everybody should contribute his own little quota towards helping the government to get with the finances. Okay? That is to say, let the government devise a means of taxing the citizens.
What stops Ogun State and Lagos State coming together to fill some of this road?
Most of the respondents were hopeful. They say more people must be dragged into the tax net when the rehabilitation was completed. Adefowora Adesanwo, Ogtv News.
The Director General of the World Trade Organization, WTO, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, has declared that she is not interested in vying for Nigeria's presidency in 2023, reacting to rumors about her purported intent to contest other polls and resign her position with WTO barely 7 months into her 4.5-year term. Okonjo-Iweala described the rumor as utterly ridiculous and not true. However, New York journalists reported that despite beginning the year with a plan to score quick negotiating victories that she said would help reboot the dysfunctional Geneva-based trade body, insiders reveal that the WTO chief is threatening to walk away from the job. 7 months into her 4.5-year term, Okonjo-Iweala has fully grasped the frustrating reality of the WTO's historical inertia, even privately floating the idea of resigning if no headway can be found on critical issues, the medium stated, quoting 5 trade officials in Geneva who declined to be identified. On Foreign News Recap, we bring you major events that grabbed the headlines in the last 1 week. From Germany to North Korea, the United States to Guinea, it has been an event